Hello guys, my name is Amaka and this is Lizama Stitches. You're welcome to today's tutorial. Thanks for being here. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please click on the subscribe button and subscribe, and also turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I upload new videos. In this tutorial, you're going to be learning how to pad your bustier, so let's get started. This is my preset dad bustier. Now these are my interfacing. So this is my wadding and this is my hairstay. So now what I'm going to do is this. Now I'm padding the wrong side of my fabric. Now there are two methods of doing this. Now the first method is that you're going to pad from this point to the under bust point. While the second method is padding it this way. You just do a circle and you do a circle. Now let me show you how to do the first one. So you will start by finding the distance between the bust point and the under bust point. But before you do that, make sure you notch your fabric, notch the bust point and the under bust point so that it will be easy for you to take that measurement. So now this is the bust point and this is the under bust point. So I'm going to find the distance between the bust point and the under bust point, and what I have here is 4 1/4. And I also have the same thing here. From the bust point to the under bust point is 4 1/4. Now I have 4 1/4 here also. So I'm going to measure from the bust point upward. I'm going to measure 4 1/4 upward from the bust point. Now this is my 4 1/4. I've marked it. So now I'm going to place my wadding on my fabric just like this. So I'm going to keep these two aside so that I don't get you confused. So from the bust point I came up by 4 1/4, and this is the point, and this is the 4 1/4. 4 1/4, that is from the bust point to this point is 4 1/4. Now this is my bust point, I'm going to mark it, and this is my under bust point, I'm going to mark it. This is my under bust point, I'm going to mark it. And the next thing I'm going to do is to pin it down. So now I'm going to mark this point to this point. This is my under bust point because I'm going to cut it. And I'll mark this point to this point. I'll connect these points. So I'm going to turn it. Now take note, I'm padding the wrong side of my fabric. And now this wadding is fusible. It's fusible. Now the fusible part is facing the wrong side of my fabric, so that when I iron it, the heat on my fabric is going to activate the gum, and the wadding will now fuse to the fabric. The wadding will now glue to the fabric. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it this way. And I'll cut it. Okay, let me start by cutting the under bust. And I'll cut here. And I'll cut here and here. So for this one, now this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to place my wadding just like this. Now I'm going to mark. Now this is my bust point. Now this is my bust point. This is the bust point. Now I'm going to find the distance between those bust point. Now the distance between the bust point and the under bust point is 4 1/4. So I'm going to rotate 4 1/4. I'm going to rotate this 4 1/4 just like this and like this. So this is how I'm going to do it. So this is my 4 1/4. And I'll connect it. So I'm going to pin it down. and I'll turn it. So I'm going to cut from here. I'm going to cut it this way. And I'm going to cut this. So now you see how this one is. So this is the first method. Now this is settled. This is the first method. Now the second method, if you don't want this part to be full, if you don't want to have a full, if you don't want the middle, the center front to be full, what you need to do is to, just the same way you rotated this your 4 1/4 inches, that is the distance between the bust point and the under bust point. That's how you're going to do this one. Now this is the bust point. This is the bust point. I notched it. This is the bust point. So let me mark it. This is the bust point. So you're going to rotate that 4 1/4. Now this is exactly 4 1/4. So you're going to rotate it. So you're going to rotate it this way. And you do the same thing here. And you connect it. So if you don't want yours to be full, now when you sew it, it's going to come this way. You see, when you sew it, you're going to have something like this. You see, that is if you cut it like this. And but for the sake of so this is the second method. All you need to do is just to cut this part, and you cut this part, and you cut off this part. You remove this part. If you want it to be half, if you don't want it to be full. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to leave mine this way. So with this, I'm going to cut the second one for this. So I'll do it and show you the outcome. So after that, so now this is what it looks like after padding. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to iron this. Now I'm going to start by ironing this. I'm going to iron this, and when it sticks to the fabric, I'm going to place this on it this way and iron it. I'm going to iron them separately. After ironing, I'll cut them. So this is how I'm going to join it. I'm going to place. So this is how I'm going to sew it. I'm going to place this on this. Right side facing right side, and I'm going to sew it. I'll sew it this way. And I'll turn it. And I'm going to do the same thing here. I'll sew it this way. After sewing, I'll turn. That is after I must have ironed my interfacing on it. So I'm going to do it and show you the outcome. So now this is the right side. And this is the wrong side. This is inside. This is what inside looks like. So if you found this tutorial helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. Share this video with your friends. Share this video in your sewing groups. Subscribe to my channel, and feel free to follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Nizama Stitches. We've come to the end of this tutorial. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.